vibe continues here, but I'm now joined by two of our federal leaders. We have DA Chief Whip and Parliament Seviwe Gwagube, as well as our national spokesperson Solly Malatsi. Seviwe, this is the biggest DA rally in KZN history. How does it feel to be here today?
It's incredible! Look, there it is.
Let's jump! Hey. 1, 2, 3, let's go now!
It is incredible to be here. What a vibe. And, it's testament to the kind of work that this province has done. They've crisscrossed the province. They've really gone door to door, street to street, convincing the people of KZN that it's time for change. And it's so good to have everybody here today, basically saying that this is our statement of intent. We are big enough, we are strong enough, and we can take KZN.
Now, Seviwe, we've seen on the news that national government intends on spending 3 billion rand on restoring parliament. Couldn't have this been avoided?
Look, of course. I think even the issue around the fire is something we are still none the wiser about. The investigation is yet to be finalized. People who have been neglectful in that scenario have yet to be held accountable. And the last time Parliament came to us as members of Parliament, they indicated that they had requested 2 billion rand from Treasury. We see now that the costs have escalated to 3 billion rand, and it's unclear to us as to why the cost has jumped so much. Number two, what then does this mean about Parliament? Will we have a functioning built Parliament by 2025 as they had promised? Because that's important. Parliament is not a place for politicians. It's a place for South Africans. And they need to see the institution, they need to be part of it.
Oh, thank you, Seviwe.
Thank you so much, Gwena. We're having so much fun out here. DJ Sito doing the most. Solly, we have 10,000 South Africans here ready to rescue South Africa. How are you feeling today?
Well, I'm feeling very excited. I've got one of my favorite DJs on stage, and even the lineup, we are going to have an opportunity for a fun-filled day, but also a reminder of why today is important and why we have also chosen this venue, because we are on the verge of history and something historic is going to happen in KZN. The DA will be part of a government here.
Absolutely. Solly, tell us, you've been here in KZN for a couple of days, visiting communities. How does it feel on the ground? What are the people saying on the ground?
It's very, very exciting what's happening on the ground. I've been part of many elections in the past. I've been in KZN on several occasions, but having been here for the last 3 days, we went to Umlazi, we went to Umkhaduze, we went to the city center, we went to Hawi. And you can feel it just by engaging with DA members, non-DA members, that there is something special happening here. And we are on the brink of something that will change KwaZulu-Natal, that will rescue KwaZulu-Natal. And we've got an amazingly appealing candidate here who's going to make sure that he works for all communities and KZN can be restored as the thriving economy and as a thriving province.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more, Solly.
Now, Seviwe, what can we expect from today's program?
Oh, it's going to be incredible. We have amazing performances. Currently on stage, we have DJ Sino, we've got DJ Tira, we've got Kateni. Oh my goodness, it's going to be a party. But more than that, we are also expecting to hear from the federal leader. We're also expecting to hear from Chris Papas himself as the premier candidate of this province to once again really emphasize to the people of KZN what his offer is. I think people are tired of political parties having a go at each other. I think people are tired of political parties having a conversation outside of them. They finally want politicians and political parties who have a conversation with them. And I think that's what Chris has managed to do. He's managed to go around the province listening to people, and now he's formed his vision and his mission for the province, and we're finally making that statement of intent today. So I look forward to hearing that.
Now, Seviwe, we saw in our latest TV ad, South Africa is on fire. What are some of the DA's plans to rescue South Africa?
For me, and I think this is something, as I always say to you, Gwena, which is deeply personal to me, that it's very, very important that we pull people out of poverty. and not the other way around. And so the DA needs to really focus on ensuring that we pull people out of poverty, we save people from starvation, we essentially fix the energy crisis, we give people clean drinking water. These are basic things. We keep people safe in their communities. These are basics, but they are not being done by our government.
Now, Siviwe, in the run-up to this crucial election on the 29th of May, what would your final message be for the people of South Africa?
I just want to say to everybody, there are millions of us who are registered to vote in this election. I don't want you to be left out in the conversation and the decision around what the future of our country looks like. So turn out to vote on the 29th of May. Make sure that you are heard and make sure that you exercise the right that was fought for so hard, that so many people lost their lives for, so that you and I may be able to vote for a government of our choice. And so go out there, exercise that vote, vote for a party that will care for you and your future. And I truly believe, hand on heart, that party is the DA.
Siviwe, always powerful words from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Siviwe. Solly, we know that the DA's slogan for this election is Rescue SA. But what exactly do we need to rescue SA from?
Well, we need to rescue South Africa from further decline. If we continue on this path with the ANC being in charge, we will not have a country that we can be proud of. And that is why we're saying this election is about survival. It is about the survival of our young people. It's about the survival of our future. And it's about protecting the future of South Africa from the doomsday coalition that has collapsed South Africa elsewhere. And for the DA, because not only are we big enough, we've got a credible enough plan that has worked elsewhere. It has worked in Guinea, it has worked in Cape Town, it has worked in Midvaal. And now is the time for it to work here in KwaZulu-Natal and rescue it.
Absolutely. Solly, you said your favorite act is DJ Sindo, who's currently on stage right now. But what else are you looking forward to in this program? And what is your final message for the voters out there?
Well, from an entertainment perspective, I'm looking forward to the performance by Kateni. You know, he's got the biggest song in the country right now called Hit After Hit. But most importantly, we are here because of the campaign and the efforts to win KwaZulu-Natal. So I'm looking forward to Chris Papa's address, his final message before the election to the people of KwaZulu-Natal, sharing the plan that we have to reduce crime, sharing the plan that we have to make sure that everyone can have their dream realized and live a prosperous life that the DA is promising to deliver.
Thank you so much to Solly and Siviwe for joining us on the broadcast.